So if you've been living in Texas, you've noticed that it's been hotter than Helios's outside and that it's getting a little much. And if your face doesn't look like my face, then I seriously need to know what your skin routine is. Look like lasagna and But since it's consistently been hot in Texas, our electric bills have also consistently gone up, which begs the question, why? For example, our air conditioner is on 24/7 because of the fact that I am burned. Obviously, I look like overdone cheese. And because of that, our electric bills have always been sort of high. But as of recently, our bill went from being $200 to $300 to $500 monthly since the peak of summer. And while I know this is anecdotal evidence, it only hasn't been me or people around me that have seen the electric bills gone up. It's almost everybody in Texas. Even if you don't live at the house constantly and have it constantly running, your electric bills are probably up a certain amount. And the reason being is because Texas, the Lone Star State, the lone wolf, the one who doesn't need regulation from the government. And yeah, we live up to that name because of the fact that our power grid isn't regulated at all by the government, but instead regulated by a corporation named ERCOT. In 2021, Texas was devastated by a winter storm that completely destroyed its power grid and exposed just how bad it is. Most Texans during that winter storm did not have electrical power for 4 days. I didn't have it for 2.5 days, and a lot of people suffered and many people unfortunately passed away. While we should give ERCOT more credit for updating and weatherproofing a little more of its power grid, the fact of the matter is the people who are doing the regulation inspection is Texas and ERCOT, which by its past judgment shouldn't be trusted. And the reason why it shouldn't be trusted is because ERCOT's entire system is built on making money for the electrical companies. Texas has unfortunately been caught with their pants down when it comes to natural gas, since natural gas has gone up since the Ukrainian and Russian war. And it doesn't seem like that war is going to end anytime soon. Instead of relying on more natural things like wind and solar or even nuclear, Texas has doubled down and has used more natural gas to power its power grid. And since that gas is harder to come by, unfortunately prices will go up. And that's only one of many factors. Other factors being of the fact that when there is shortages in electricity, Texas just can't get power from the rest of the United States because it is not connected to the rest of the United States. And in order for it to be connected to the rest of the United States, it has to be regulated from the government, which Texas refuses to do because it continues to price gouge its consumers and take advantage of the fact that they have nowhere else to go. Another factor is that ERCOT's entire plan of its electrical power grid is to have scarcity prices, which means when there is more demand for power and people are using it more because of the change of the weather and the output can't keep up with the demand, they usually have to turn on power generators that cost a lot of money to have and to run. And because of that, jack up prices even if people need to have their electricity on to survive the different weather changes that are going on in this country. It's the unfortunate nature of Texas natives that has been brainwashed to think that all these things that Texas is doing and its continuous Texas strong and Texas independent is complete propaganda in order to take more money out of their pockets. And the truth of the matter is that it's mainly done by conservative Republicans who unregulated the power grid 20 years ago. And look, for these electricity bills continue to rise regardless of how much we complain and how much we ask for people to resign from ERCOT, because they are not regulated by the government, which is absolutely necessary in this case and is a pure sign of why regulation is needed in different corporations, and especially ones that charge consumers for using utilities. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This is my first video in a long time, so if you guys could do me the favor of doing that, I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, and remember, you are pretty good.